Hey Metal Maniacs, this is Exile from Jordan, and you are thrashing it up on Dave Softy's Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio.
Alrighty, Metal Maniacs, here we go. Please help me welcome to Metal Messiah Radio, hailing from Amman, Jordan, from outstanding thrash metal band Exile. Joining us, we have the entire band consisting of Nader on guitars and vocals, Ibrahim on bass guitar and backing vocals, and Tahim on drums. Welcome to the Metal Meltdown, guys. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, David, for having us.
It's truly my pleasure. And I have checked out your latest CD, Unveiling Insanity, and I've been playing a lot of the title track on my show. And I see this was released through Dar Zamadikas Records based in Macedonia. And as a matter of fact, Nader is in Macedonia at the present time.
Yes.
Right. So we're having a three-way call from Jordan and Macedonia and New York. This is great.
Yep.
And I have to tell you, this is a kick-ass thrash offering, and I find it to have excellent technical musicianship. I just have to tell you that. And I did some research on your band, and I see that your band formed in 2008 with a previous release, Suspended Society Mutated Variety, which came out in 2012. Also a great thrash offering. And Unveiling Insanity is your sophomore release, your second offering, and I want to congratulate you on both of your releases.
Yeah, thank you so much, David.
Oh, it's my pleasure. When you love the music, you got to talk about it. So I'm very glad that we're getting to do this.
Yes, indeed.
And as I was researching Exile, I did go to the Metal Archives, and there I noticed so many bands by the same name, which leads me to ask you, what led you to decide on calling the band Exile? Have you had any complications with your fans confusing you with maybe other bands by the same name?
When I first came up with the name, I wasn't aware of many bands have the same name, because in Jordan back in 2008, I didn't have much. I didn't have the access on the internet to search for the name, or if the other bands are having this name, or they are sharing the name with us. So after we came up with the name, we have found that many bands have the same name back in 2008. So, and most of them actually weren't active at all or split up. So we decided to take the name for ourselves. So that's how we took the name, because none of the bands were active, most of them. Or if there were a band, if there was a band active, it wasn't, they didn't play, or they aren't play thrash metal. They were like doom or something else. I don't know.
A power thrash band, I think in the States, called Exile as well. And they don't sound anything like your band. So that's what I'm saying. I wonder if anybody ever gets confused with the Exile. I remember a band called Exile back when I was growing up, and they had a pop tune called "I Want to Kiss You All Over." And your band is not the same band, but that's But
it's a Japanese band, right?
No, it was American band. American. Yeah, like country music really is what they were. But that just is a funny story in my mind. But your band's name fits you very well because of the region you're in, and Exile. So I appreciate your name, but I was just curious about anybody ever getting confused with another band called Exile. But that's it, and I understand where you're coming from. So as long as it works and people know who you are, that's the most important thing.
Yeah. I actually tried to change the name, but after I see the process of how to get the people know you, so it's really hard for us to change the name and to build the fan base again from all over again, or from the scratch. So we stuck with the name anyway. We have this let's say issue with so many bands sharing the same name, but we are well known now among our regions, like in Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, or Lebanon. So people know who Exile is, right?
And they will know more about Exile in America as well, which is a good thing.
Yes.
Oh, that's why we're here. We spread the word of Exile. And as I mentioned before, your sound of the band, I find your sound quite impressive. And when I'm hearing your music, I hear the influences of, say, the sound of a Chuck Schuldner's Death. So I would imagine, if I'm not wrong, I would imagine that uh, Chuck Schuldner and Death were an influence in this sound. Has he been a figure for you to look up upon that has influenced the sound of Exile? Do you think, or am I totally off base?
No, you are not. Well, actually, for me, uh, Chuck is my one of my idols. So I keep like, and also Death is my favorite band all the time. So I guess yes, we are, or I am very. Yeah, I'm influenced by Death. So you are right.
You know, that's a very common thing though. Death has influenced many bands that are out there today, and you can hear it in the sound, especially with the technical sound, the progressive sound, and all that. But yeah, I just was when I listen to your music, I think of that. That's why I had to ask that. Let's talk more about this great offering, Unveiling Insanity. Could we
Yeah.
talk about who produced this and where this was recorded?
Well, the
Yep.
guys can answer that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Nader did the composing of the riffs, and he did the guitar work, and we as Exile produced the songs as it is now. He used to send us the riffs. I did my part on the drums. Brahim did his part on the bass, and we produced it as a band. We recorded this at our place. Each member recorded his instrument individually, and we sent each other the sessions, and we did the mastering and the mixing in France by Silver Sea Studio. The audio engineer called Yas Omari. So Nader did the composing, but we as a band did the producing.
Oh,
Yes.
you guys did a fabulous job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
The end result is an amazing album, very
Yeah,
outstanding.
it was challenging. It was challenging because Nader used to send us the sessions from Macedonia. Ibrahim did the bass lines at his house, you know. I had to write the drums at my house, and we used to send each other sessions. We used to edit until we came up with Unveiling Insanity. It wasn't easy. It took us maybe 1 year to do this,
Yeah.
but I hope the outcome is good enough, you know, to the
That's
effort.
fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you.
It doesn't it really doesn't matter how long it takes as long as you get the end product out there and you're satisfied with it. I hope you're satisfied with it because we love it.
We are, and we are proud of our album actually because we got many positive feedback, and that was satisfying for us. Really, like people were praising the album, and it's just amazing for us as a band member.
That's excellent to hear. And I also think that your cover art, your album cover, is very cool. It has amazing imagery, and I need to know who designed it and who designed your band's logo. It's really a great piece of art.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you. Okay.
what's your idea, Nader? Yes?
Yes, it was my idea actually. The album cover, it was my idea. So I contacted many artists via Facebook, and I was explaining the idea of the artwork. So I finally met the guy who did the artwork. He's from, I guess, from Colombia, as I remember. His name is Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I don't know. That's his name. So I explained all the idea of the artwork. I told him I want something like disturbing and showing that that figure, the main character on the artwork, he has two personalities. One personality is taking over the other one. So he did the amazing work after all. So I give him the keywords of the how the artwork is gonna be, but he did it all actually.
Yeah, it almost looks like to me like the devil peeling off his flesh. It's
Yeah.
great. It's great imagery.
Yeah.
And who designed the band's logo?
The band logos, my brother did it back in 2008 when we first released our first EP, The Thrashers Rising, in 2009. Sorry, my brother did the logo, and we we loved it and we used it.
And it looks really good on Unveiling
Yeah,
Insanity.
thank.
Just to let you know that the combination is really a winner.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great.
And I'm curious to know, have you been touring in support of Unveiling Insanity?
Well, Brahim, you may answer.
Unfortunately, no, because right now each member is in a different country. So we hope in the future, maybe next summer, we can meet together in Europe or
Yeah, we're
maybe in
planning to do
Germany
some tours, yeah.
to do some gigs and support the album. Yeah,
We didn't do any tours yet, but we're planning for next summer.
I understand. So keep in touch with us so that we can help spread the word for you.
Yeah, but also people should know that it's very hard for us since, as Ibrahim mentioned, that we the band, the members live in different countries. So whenever we want to play in a gig in a, like, let's say Germany or wherever, we have to have, or we need a week before the show to practice on the songs, because since we practiced on the songs, I don't know, 2 years from now, 2 years ago. Yeah.
I see. So
Yeah.
has the band always been set up with two members in Jordan and one member in Macedonia, or
No.
this is just something that just happened now?
Yeah, it happened recently, actually. Before 2 years, I moved with my wife to Macedonia, and we used to be like all the three members were in Jordan. We played in Jordan many live shows and everything. Yeah, so we were in Jordan, but I moved out.
I see it. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes it more difficult to do shows. I definitely understand that.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
But we will manage. We will manage.
I hope so. You know,
Yeah.
like to see you guys all come to the United States at some point. Hopefully that works out for you.
That would be really great. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And let's talk about merch. I find that's very important to talk about, to support the bands out there, to tell the fans on where would be the best place for a fan of Exile to buy merch to support the band. Now, I see there's a couple of sites out there. Of course, you have the Bandcamp. That's ExileJO for Jordan, exilejo.bandcamp.com. And then you have your Facebook, facebook.com/exile.jo. And I believe you have a shop link on there. Where would you say would be the best place for a fan to get their merch of Exile?
Well, to get the merch, definitely from Bandcamp, because provide the platform to put the CD there, and it would be an easy process for the fan to purchase the album. But if the fans, if they want to know our news or latest news, I believe the best place is or the best platform is Facebook. But we actually have different social media accounts like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, but mainly Facebook is our the Facebook page is the main thing. And for merchandise, it's for Bandcamp. It's the best place.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I gave both links. So fans that are interested in getting Exile merch, check out their Bandcamp. That's again exilejo.bandcamp.com, and you can talk to them on Facebook and find out more information on social media. And the Facebook account is facebook.com/exile.jo. And by the way, what merch do you currently have available for your fans beyond the CD?
We don't have, unfortunately, we don't have anything. I tried to print T-shirts for the album, but as we are almost an independent band. We don't have like this record label. It isn't actually a record label. It's more a distribution company.
I got you.
So they don't provide us with I don't know. They don't do the merchandise for the band, or they don't do all these sort of stuff. But if we want to do these stuff, it will, I don't know, it will cost us.
I understand.
Yeah, it will cost us money. So I tried to print T-shirts, and I asked many people here, but it's really expensive. If I want to do like 100 T-shirts, it will cost me a fortune.
I understand. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I wish that the label did more for you, but I hope that changes for you, that you can find a way to get like T-shirts and patches and stuff like
Yeah.
that for the fans at a reasonable rate that you wouldn't have to get broke and be out of pocket for too much to get that done. But
Yes.
that's my hope for you. And if I come across anybody that has good pricing for this, I'll definitely pass that word along to you. You know, but
Yeah, that sounds great.
in your area, maybe you have to, deal with somebody overseas, maybe to get you the best price you can get. But we'll spread the
Yeah,
word and see what we could
that
do.
would be great. Yeah, it would be really great from you. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see what
Definitely.
with word of mouth, we could almost accomplish anything. So we'll see what we could do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, no problem. Let's talk some videos. I noticed on your Facebook some live performance videos, and I also want to give your YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/user/Exile Thrasher, and you have a great lyric video out there. One of my favorite songs from the album, the title track, "Unveiling Insanity." Like I said, I play this song way too much, but now I'm starting to play more music from your album. But this, I just love the technical sound that I'm hearing from Unveiling Insanity. I truly love, and so I'm kind of playing it, overplaying it maybe. But the album is great, so other tunes from Unveiling Insanity will be played as well. But this is a killer lyric video, and could you tell us all about this video? Who produced this, and if the band is planning on making any future music videos or lyric videos? Again, I know this could be a very expensive adventure, so I don't know what your focus is on for that. But if you have any words to tell us, we'd love to hear it.
This video was an idea of Hassan Yasnader, our friend.
Yes, our friend. Actually, a former member.
He supported us. He supported us to get this video done, the lyrical video. Actually, we got the contact from the guy who did the mastering and the mixing for us, Yas Omari. And through that guy, we reached the other guy who did the lyrical video for us.
Yes, yeah, the first part that Hassan supported us or helped us with the lyric video, but I reached the guy also called David from Sweden. I found him in a website called Freelancer. I posted there that we want a lyric video for a thrash metal band, so I contacted that guy. He contacted me actually, and I gave him the job, and he did it.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another great thing. That's good that you have this lyric video. It's outstanding. And do you have plans on making more music or lyric videos, or is that kind of out of your budget as well?
If the selling of the CD is good, we'll do more lyric videos for the album. But it depends on how many CDs we're gonna sell.
Let's hope you sell a lot of them. I noticed on Facebook recently you have a picture. You had a big box of CDs. Let's just say I hope you sell out of all of them.
Yeah, thank you, and we hope also that. Yeah.
Of course. So, what can fans expect next from Exile? Is there anything you could tell us about what you see down the road? Obviously, we're talking about the videos, and if you sell enough CDs, you'll make more music or lyrical videos. But beyond that, where do you see the band in the near future, and what can we expect from them? I mean, being in Macedonia and two members being in Jordan doesn't make it easy for you, but
No, it's not.
do you expect traveling together at some point and meeting up and doing some performances, maybe like in Germany, like a Wacken Fest or something like that? Do you see yourself doing something like that?
In Wacken, I don't know because it's really hard to find a free slot there. But even
We're trying. I'm trying to contact some friends in Göttingen in Germany. There's a small festival there. Okay, it's in next November, but almost we got a place there, but still to be confirmed. Otherwise, we're trying to book, let's say, a mini tour. Trying to book a mini tour next summer in Europe. So now our main concern is to get as much live shows as we can.
Yeah.
The more live shows is better for us. So that's what we want to do. Of course, we will produce more music, video again, but now we want to go live. So we are trying to book live shows here and there. And once we go to any live show, we will announce it and we'll see what happens.
And we will help spread the word, and we wish you to have many successful live performances out there. So definitely keep in touch with me, with Metal Messiah Radio, and
Yes.
we'll spread the word and hope for the best for you. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. We will keep on contact with you. Yeah.
very good, very good. And let's talk about your gear. Can you tell us about what you play and what you use? And that's sometimes that's a burden on band members, and sometimes it's a lot of fun for a band to talk about their bass, their guitars, their drums. So, would each of you like to talk about your gear?
Well, for me, I don't have much. I only have one guitar. It's Schecter. It's Jeff Loomis' signature guitar.
Jeff Loomis, all right.
Yes. And I have PV, tube amp, and that's it for me. But I don't know for the other members, like Brahim and Tayyim. But this is what I have. This is my gear.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys would like to talk about your gear as well?
Yeah, sure. For bass, I use an LTD bass, HTB 600. It's the signature from Henka, from Children of Bodom. As a preamp, I use an Ampeg, for the old school sound. And to make it a little bit punchy, I use a Darkglass X7 distortion pedal.
Thank you for explaining that. And how about the drums?
The drums, I use a 7-piece PDP by DW and with Sabian cymbals. And just normal Tama double pedal.
Very good, very good. Thank you for spending time talking about your gear. Now, I need to know, being that Nader is in Macedonia and you guys are in Jordan, where do you see the bands in the years to come? Do you see yourself staying where you're at, or do you think you may eventually move back to Jordan, Nader, or do you think that it'll work out the way it is now? What do you? I mean, this new release, Unveiling Insanity, it's pretty fresh out there, and I know that you need to promote this and work on selling the CDs, making more music videos or lyric videos. But where do you see the band in the years to come? What do you think will be the status of the band in the near future?
I don't know. It's a really hard question. We didn't. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. We are gonna do what we love, and we're gonna create more music, and we will face. I don't know. We will with this hard situation that I moved out to Macedonia, but we will try to conquer this. How do you say it's challenge? So
Yeah.
So we will try to do our best to make let's say to create more music, to do live shows. But as Tayyim also explained, that's really hard for a play there. So for me, I don't know. Maybe the other guys have other different or a different answer.
No, it's the same. We'll try our best. We'll try to face the challenges. We'll do our best, and we'll see where days take us. We'll see.
Well, we definitely wish you the best, and I know you have a great band, and yes, you made it more challenging on yourselves by moving to Macedonia and the rest of the band in Jordan. But you can make it work, and I hope it does work out for you, and that the band continues to grow and has some success, and you can make some money doing this. In the world of the underground metal scene, there is not much money in it, but that's why I need to know, what do you guys do when you're not doing the band? I would imagine you all have regular jobs.
Yeah. Like now, for me now, I'm a freelancer. I'm an AutoCAD electromechanical draftsman. I used to work in Jordan as an AutoCAD draftsman, but now I'm a freelancer in Macedonia till I find a proper job. But the other guys, you can answer.
I work in the hospital as a radiology technologist.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's where I get money to pay for the band.
I hear you. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah, well, for me, I'm running a family business for medical IVD equipment, especially for medical labs. So yeah, that's it. This is how we are surviving.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. That's why I had to ask that. And with your careers, I wish you the best as well. And I hope that
So much.
exile can continue and doesn't go into exile. So we definitely keep in touch. And whenever you have new music out there, like your follow up, whenever your another CD comes out, definitely contact me, and we'll come back and do another interview for that as well. We'll
Yeah.
keep we'll keep the support going. You'll always count. You could always count on that from us here on Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah
So
Radio.
thank you so
Thank
much for that support.
you
Yeah.
so much.
Oh, it's I'm happy to be here with you and happy to hear your words, and that's what it's all about. And let's hope we can get more support and more likes for your Facebook page and more people going to your Bandcamp and supporting the band as well. And I want to thank you so much for spending time with us on the Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio tonight. And I do believe I learned a lot more about exile from Jordan and in Macedonia than I thought I ever would. And I appreciate so much you taking the time for this, and it means a lot to me. So at this time, I'd like to know, would you like to say anything to your fans that are tuning in right now?
We would like to thank our fans again. Just support us. Without you people, we're nothing. If you like the album, just buy it. It's on Bandcamp, or you can contact us directly. We'll just tell you how to buy it, how to get it, and just wait for good music, good riffs, and hopefully we'll see you soon in live shows or something.
Yeah. And keep on thrashing.
Keep on thrashing. Love it. All right. Well, I want to wish each and every one of you in exile a great 2019. May you have a future success, and may you have many more years of making this great technical thrash metal for us. And I really wish you the best of success. And I thank you all for being here to do the interview. Sometimes it's easiest one on one, but a three-piece band. I can't believe you're a three-piece band because you have such great sound. Being the three of you, I'm very happy to get with you today, and
Very happy for.
you did a great job considering that it's not so easy to do this with three members. Sometimes you get a band of five members, it's not so easy, but this was worked out well, and I'm glad that Skype worked for us.
Yes.
It meant everything. So that being said, thank you again for this interview, and
Thank you for us, David.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate a wonderful interview. Yeah.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and we'll definitely do this more often. With every release you have out there that comes out, definitely contact me, and we'll put up a new interview, talk about all the new albums you have in the future. You can count on that.
Yeah.
For now, let's go crank up some more Exile, and let's crank it up loud.